Our story today is The Lion and the Mouse. Moral of the story is little friends can also be great friends. Now, these stories were told a long time ago. Each of the story has a moral or a lesson about life. Let's dig in. The midday sun was high in the sky over the African grassland. Chief Mouse mopped his brow. "Time to go home," he declared. "It's far too hot for me." Chief Mouse led everyone back to the burrow, but Little Mouse couldn't keep up. "Oh dear, where has everyone gone?" Soon she was all alone in the grassland and feeling rather afraid. "Help! I'm lost," he called again. "Is anybody there?" But no one answered. Then, in the distance, he spied a hill. "I know," thought the little mouse. "If I climb that hill, I'll be able to see where I am." Up I go, and higher, and so up she went higher. She couldn't help thinking that it was a very strange hill. It was soft and so fluffy, and it seemed to be moving. "Maybe it's not a hill at all," thought Little Mouse. "But if it's not a hill, what is it?" Well, let's take a prediction pause. What do you think it was? What do you think it was? Write your prediction in the comment section, and you just might be our next shout out fan. It's a lion! The lion was fast asleep. Unfortunately, Little Mouse squeaked too loudly that the lion woke up. "How dare you wake me?" the lion snarled. "I'm very sorry. It was an accident." Little Mouse tried to run away, but Lion caught her by the tail. "Do you know what I do to those who wake me?" said the lion. "I eat them." Little Mouse gulped. "I'm much too small to eat," said Little Mouse. "And I don't think I taste very nice." "Wait, I have an idea, and it's a good one." Lion waited, Little Mouse dangling from his jaws. "If you save my life today," said Little Mouse, "then one day I'll save yours." "How?" Lion laughed. "You could never save me. But because you made me laugh, I'll let you go." "You will not regret this decision, I promise," said Little Mouse. Back in her burrow, Little Mouse told the other mice her story. "How could you ever save a lion?" They laughed. the smallest of us all. But Little Mouse ignored them. "You'll see," he said. "You'll see." That very night, the lions walked straight into a hunter's trap. He roared, he clawed, but there was no way out. The more he fought, the tighter the trap became. Deep in her burrow, Little Mouse heard the lions roar. "Roar! I must go to him," she thought. "Lion needs me. I promised I would help him, and mice keep their promises." Then Little Mouse ran, following the roars that echoed through the darkness. At last, she found Lion caught fast in a net. "I'm here to save you, just as I promised." "There's nothing you can do," said Lion sadly. But Little Mouse began to gnaw at the ropes. She nibbled, she gnawed all through the night. By dawn, the lion was free. "Thank you, Little Mouse," he said. "I see now that little friends can be great friends after all." Hey friends, time to make connections. Now think about the story. What is similar in any part of the story that has ever happened to you? Or is there anything in the story that you've ever watched in a video, in a movie, or in a cartoon series? Or is there a similar book that you've read with a scene that is similar to one of the scenes in the story? It could be a different character, yes. And finally, what in the story relates to you? What in the story has ever happened to you? Well, let me share one of my connections that I made when I was reading through the story. When I was reading on the part where the little mouse went up the soft, fluffy hill that could move, there's this part of a story that I've read called The Adventures of Sinbad. In this particular adventure, Sinbad and his crew get lost. So he spies a hill ahead of him and he said, "Look, there's a hill." So he goes forth and starts climbing the hill so that he could see around and see where they were. On reaching the top of the mountain, guess what? It wasn't a mountain. It was a roc's egg. Now you can look for the story and enjoy the read.